So a question I get a lot is how do you clean your silicone mats if you use resin? Now, as you can tell, this is pretty messy. So I'm going to try to walk you through how I do it. Usually I don't, to be honest with you, I really don't have to because I usually use molds or something that I'm pouring the resin on. But today I'm going to create my own mold, so I need to clean this up. So the first thing I do is I take it over a big trash can, like this. Something that I don't have to really think about it falling all over the place. I feel like looking inside that trash can would look really dirty, so this is what I do. Alright, so at the end, you're probably left with something that looks like this. Little pieces of resin, but mostly just color. After shaking it and rubbing it against each other for a while, you should get rid of most of the biggest resin pieces. Here is the bottom. It looks the same, the white one. Of course, the goal is not to let it get this bad, but I mean, honestly, like when you're making different pieces, it's going to happen. But let me show you the main trick or the main thing I do to clean this off super quick. So I just use Publix disinfectant wipes, which is, you know, just regular Publix brand. Now you don't have to get anything too fancy. And I pour some turpentine, which is, like, a lot of people may tell you to use acetone or nail polish remover, which I mean could work, but to me it just takes more work. It takes more time to do it. And when you're like me, who create different orders or different projects back to back, then you don't really have, or after you finish, if you work a 9 to 5 and you're working on a project afterwards, you really don't feel like working too hard to clean up anything. So to me, the turpentine works a lot quicker. It dissolves everything a lot better. So at this point is when you want to use the turpentine. I wouldn't use it on hard resin that's on there that you haven't scraped off already, just because you're wasting turpentine at that point, because you're using a lot more than what you need to use when you could just lift it up. But when it's at this point, now it's time to use the turpentine. So I'm going to pour some on here and just watch how quickly it wipes off. You don't really need a lot, just enough to like get it in there. And personally, I like the smell. It is very strong, so if you're really sensitive to smells or you don't like the smell of pine, then you know, you may want to rethink this one. But look how much it takes off immediately. Now with nail polish remover, it takes a little bit longer because it's not as potent, or maybe I need to get a stronger one, but look how quickly that comes off. When you're like, if you work full-time and then you're creating projects with resin, you don't really want to take a lot of time cleaning up things. So this is a really good thing to use. But look how clean it is. And then once it dries again, those little things you can just brush off at that point, because there's nothing actually sticking to the mat anymore. But I recommend doing this often. Like I said, don't listen to what I say, not what I do, because I don't clean these mats that often because I really don't have to, because I usually use molds. But because I'm making my own mold today, I need to do it. Here's the white one. See how quickly that comes up? That's resin, y'all. That's dried resin, just popping in, just coming right off. Well, I'm going to finish this because I need to finish some more projects, but I just wanted to show this because this is something I wish I would have known a long time ago.